We are here with John Copeland of the Department of Wildlife Resources. John, how are you doing today?
I'm doing well, thanks.
So I guess we'll go ahead and start the interview. The first question is, how did you get started with your career? So like describe your early jobs.
So my interest in working in the aquatic ecology field, which is basically what I do, it's applied aquatic ecology. I think it started when I was in high school from experiences that I had in the outdoors, fishing and hunting and doing other outdoor activities. And then it grew as I studied the field of ecology as a senior in high school. That interest grew, and I went to Virginia Tech to study fisheries science as an undergrad. And that's where I got my early start. And then right away, I started taking jobs in my field so I could gain experiences. And then, of course, that led to spark more interest in what I was doing.
Okay. So going off that, can you describe your typical day, typical day of work in your job? Pretend like COVID was not around.
Right. So typically, the job consists of several things, including some regular population monitoring on fish populations. And for my work area, it's basically the New River from North Carolina to West Virginia. So everything in between. Claytor Lake is part of my work area, as well as some smaller lakes and trout streams in the area. So that's kind of the foundation of what we're trying to do, is to monitor populations and improve populations to benefit people that fish. That's the basic summary of my job. But when you tie that together, it includes some public education and outreach efforts. It includes environmental work. For example, there's a series of hydropower dams on the New River. So yesterday I was on a tour of recreation facilities at those projects to see what improvements could be made to help people that fish and boat have better facilities to use when they go there. So those are typical things that I work on, in addition to doing things like habitat enhancement projects where we put in fish habitat to enhance populations.
Well, I'm definitely glad to do that because I love to fish.
Good.
So are there any skills that you picked up in undergrad that helped prepare for your career today?
Well, I would say study skills are important because you're always learning. Even when you're in a professional job, you're learning new things. So you need to learn. You need to be able to teach yourself some of the things that are required. People skills are certainly important, and you can get that in a variety of ways as an undergraduate, both through your classroom interactions as well as outside activities. So for me, it was important to be involved with a American Fisheries Society, which is equivalent to your Wildlife Society group there. And to take leadership in that was an important thing in my development and eventual preparation for a career in this field.
Oh, okay. Is there any advice you could give to like current undergrads such as me to who might be interested in your job or your line of work?
Well, you've got to start by understanding a little bit more about what's required in a career like this. And you can do that by doing some basic research on the internet, going to professional societies like the American Fisheries Society. They'll have materials there that you can read to learn more about careers in the field. And when I talk about careers in aquatic ecology, it's not just field-based jobs. There's administrative work that always has to be done. There's in wildlife agencies, there's lots of other jobs, GIS work, other types of work, database work are all there in wildlife agencies. So just going on the internet, spend a little time researching careers in the field. And then if you make a professional contact, just ask plenty of good questions.
Mhm. So going off that also, is there any current like volunteer internship opportunities possible for this summer or in the future for your agency for RU students?
The only difficulty right now is in the current COVID environment, we're not taking on interns.
Mm-hmm.
Now we do have a volunteer program in the agency that students can enroll in as well.
Mm-hmm.
There's a contact person in our Marion office. His name's Steve Gregory, that runs the volunteer program.
Mm-hmm.
And students can enroll in that and volunteer for different types of experiences. At this point, I'm not sure what he's using volunteers for.
Mm-hmm.
And for sure, we've been told the internship program's on hold for right now. But the internship program information is on our website. It's called the Wildlife Internship Network. If you Google that, it'll bring up that page. And the person that runs it is Estella Randolph in our human resources section. So she would be the best contact for internship information at this time or going into the future.
Well, John, thank you for your time, and thank you for telling us all about your career and job.
You're welcome.
Well, I hope you have a great day.
All right, you too. Thanks.